Hello, everyone. Welcome to the last Dev Chat. Well, the last Dev Chat before the MVP launch. Hey, Derek, what's up, man?
Hey, not much. Just enjoying this here Friday night at 9:30 p.m. now. Yeah, what's up with you, Jasper? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm sorry for the delay. I had some internet issues. I'm on a pocket Wi-Fi now, and it's storming bad outside. So I hope it holds up. But we got to do what we have to do. But hey, man, what about your background? Where are you? It kind of looks like you're finally in a true developer setting.
Yeah, no, this is a sound room, so it's got all of like all of the like microphones and all kinds of stuff in here. All that deals with sound. So not a different type of development, one might say. Actually, yeah, still necessary for development because sound is a good deal of what of pretty much every media. Good deal of film.
Yeah,
And you
we
know
have Big Mike for that, man.
we got Big Mike for that. That is true. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's killing it. Yeah. So I don't know if there's some so two of my favorite tracks from it are now implemented in it. And
Yeah, you've let me hear one.
yeah, so like some good inspirations. I don't want to give anything away, obviously. Like I want kind of people to figure out what it's inspired by and see if they can hear it. And to me it seems super obvious, like what inspired it and everything, but maybe not to everybody. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've
Actually
heard the
always have
sound.
perfect sound, yeah.
I'm getting some flashbacks to some popular Super Nintendo games that I used to play a lot.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely that in it too. Yeah, there's a lot of basically I pelt him with a bunch of like references every time, and I'm like, "Hey, can you do your take on this? Do your take on that?" And he's great. It's like in a week, he's got it. He's got like a awesome track nailed down, so it's great.
It's a few days to. Oh, you can hear the storm,
Wow, that
man.
was thunder. Wow. Wow, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's messy out here, but it's almost April 6th, man. MVP launch. Are your butt cheeks sweating?
Uh, no, not really, because I kind of like this chair is actually has a lot of holes in it, so makes it a little easier to not sweat, you know.
Is
Um,
the general feel in the team? I know you've been doing daily meetups now.
yeah, yeah. So we've been like doing daily meetups and stuff. We've been kind of nailing down some of the things. We have oftentimes with all of these things, we have some kind of like we have issues that are a little outside of our control. So like particularly one this week was we are moving everything to like another server. So we got the server and everything, but they have to they set it up because you tell them what OS you want on it, all that kind of stuff. Um, so it takes them a day usually to set it up. So it took a day for them to like set it up, and then once they had it set up, uh, you know, uh, one of our guys is going through it. Sava, he's like testing it, and he realized that they had put the wrong OS on it. So then it's like, okay, so like, he finds out like middle of the night. He like pings me about the fact that like, hey, this thing has the wrong OS on it. They need your secret word and all this kind of stuff. So we're all like we're all like scrambling to like get this thing up and going, and to get them to reinstall the OS on it. So things like that. But a lot of those things come up and you kind of expect it, that's why you give yourself a little more extra time with some of these tasks, um,
Uh, Extra time, man. It's April 6th, and I know depending on third parties is always an issue. It's the
hmm
same. that they promised me to have the audit done within 24 hours. We're at 42 now, so I'm hoping to get that resolved. Hopefully, still today. But I
Yeah.
understand it, man. It's difficult. But hey, at least you're in a professional work environment now, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah, it's
Or
true.
did they lock you up in a sound room because your screams of anxiety?
A little bit of both. But yeah, no, it's true. Well, and the thing is that I would say that we've noticed even like so going we were doing stand-ups before, like we would kind of like have stand-ups like in the mornings on like kind of during the week, like twice basically. Now we're doing like the daily stand-up kind of thing, and it really has had a positive effect, and I think it's something that probably we're just going to continue at least like once a day, kind of these things instead of just because obviously it is good, like you can catch quicker when people are having like something's causing them issues, and then you can kind of say, hey, like, hey, can you help them with that, and so it is a lot better for like for the process.
Yeah, no, I understand it. April 6th. Give me a rundown of what we can expect.
Yeah. So pretty much the most playable version of the game yet, right? With the most systems kind of drawn out. There's like I've made like a hierarchy, if you will, of things that have to like come about. One of the things, as we know, is that our marketplace will not be ready as of uh, April 6th. So we kind of have to hold off on some of those things that that we need those the Nemot NFTs to like track. So like levels and stuff like that. We have like a system already that's in the game that kind of tracks that, but it's not directly attached to the NFT yet, right? So that's obviously a system that's still going to be kind of being implemented once we have like the marketplace up and everything like that. Um,
Yeah,
but
no, that database is actually something we will call upon when we're doing the NFTs on the Matic side. We're gonna have the metadata point to our database, basically meaning we can change stats on the static NFT side as well. So that is something that we're working out. And when it comes to earning tokens, that's probably I mean you can start earning tokens the 6th, but it's not going to be the final and decisive way how we're going to do run things, because it's going to
right.
take some testing, some tweaking, it's going to take some data to figure out the best way how to optimize it. But I did
Yeah,
see the way the new orb animation.
yeah, yeah.
I really like that one.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then like just as of, for instance, yesterday, so one of the things about it is we had the four orbs kind of before, right, with the different like platinum and gold and so on and so forth, right? Um, and since there's five rarities, then there's actually a fifth orb. So basically, uh, uh, last night we came up with the other kind of that fifth orb and what
I've
it's
seen it.
yeah.
I've I've played darts back in the days, and you call it tungsten.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, right. Because obviously the conversation then was, right. What is the other metal that would be the most more common of the metals, right? Comparable to the other precious metals, and tungsten is the one. Yeah. So That's absolutely right. And that, so now those things are going to be kind of implemented too into the game, because that orb that we have right now, that's even in the animation, right, is kind of placeholder type of thing. But yeah, it's totally right. And just to touch back on what you were talking about earlier, right? We can't, until the sinks are in place, right? We have to have the sinks in place in order for the token to be really useful in game for something, right? So so that's another consideration too, because you don't want to start the economy going and then the only thing that can be done with it is really selling it, you want to have usages for it and so on and so forth, so that players can acquire the Nemots and all those kinds of things with the wildcard token.
Yeah, I know.
It is really storming there, dude. Like, that
I
sounds real
know,
bad.
I know. It's kind of, I think, how the dev chat is with you guys is going as well. But it's my internet still holds up, so it's good. Yeah, that's something I wanted to stress out as well. Like April 6th is MVP. We will be launching, but we'll be launching on minimum output, so to say. We do have to figure it out. I mean, we did prognosis, etc., but it's going to be testing and tweaking the economy, the payout, the drops. But I'm excited for it. We're also going to have a stress test weekend this weekend. Are you
Yeah.
excited about that? You basically, it means team no sleep for you.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited about that because like, again, since we upgraded the server and everything, I really do want to put it through the ringer if we can, so that we can kind of see those kinds of issues and stuff like that. Let's see. Can players swap cards to save themselves from losing, like a get out of jail card? Swap cards to save themselves from losing, like a get
I
out of jail card.
I think Sam is meaning because he likes scrapball so much, he expects to lose a lot of the
Okay.
times.
Right.
But
Yeah.
what we're going to have, Sam, is called repair cards. Because if you lose, your card will go down in rating. Well, not rating. What's it called, Derek?
Condition. It is called condition rating, right? So CR, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you can do is you can buy repair cards to make it back into perfect condition.
Yeah.
So better stock up a lot on those, Sam, if you intend to use scrapball all the time.
Yeah. And the other thing too, that's about those repair packs to basically repair cards. They're going to have different rarities, right? So the higher rarity ones will actually repair more of the condition rating versus the more common ones, right? Which only repair less. Um, so that's another thing too. So, like, those are going to be sometimes coming in drops. They can also be like during, like, once we have like the burning mechanic in and all that stuff, they're going to be like components in some Nemots that you burn. And so then that'll be something too that has like a secondary value as well, to like sell to other people or what have you.
Yeah, it's can you talk a little bit more about, because I know we're also going to implement cards that will actually improve your chances of getting orbs. Can you talk a little bit more about the consumables we're going to have?
Yeah, so yeah, there's going to be components. There's going to be repair packs. So when I say components, that can be like basically the elements, right? So the different elements that you can introduce on Mint in order to change the elemental makeup of the particular Nemot. Um, there's also going to be uh, like you said, there's going to be some items that will actually increase the likelihood of getting a certain type of drop if you will, like they basically increase your likelihood of whether it be a legendary or what have you kind of thing during a drop. That's still that's still early too. That's still kind of being worked out. I've kind of got the idea of what the odds are, but I don't really exactly have. I'm still kind of toying with the idea of if it's different ones that have different uh, uh, improvements, or if it's just like a single kind of solitary one that across the board basically improves. So I'm still kind of playing with that to like figure that part out. To be honest, I had not even thought of the repair pack thing having like different rarities until last week. I was like, that needs to be the case because I started thinking about, well, what's the amount that it's going to repair, And I was like, well, that should be, it should be a situation in which you don't say, oh, my car got so damaged that now I have to get like 20 repair packs in order to repair my car. No, you should be able to be like, I just need to get like a legendary one, in order to do it or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's what they. I'm always referring to FIFA because that's the game I play a lot. You have like even repair cards. Let's say your player has like a knee injury, you can do specifically for knee. You can have a heal all, so that's maybe something cool we can implement too. And then
Yeah.
also, now we're here, we're brainstorming. What do you
Yeah.
say? Because obviously, legendary, you're gonna repair more. Will you also have different price settings for unrare cards and then more expensive for legendary? Is that something we can
You
have?
mean you mean for the repair packs that are like that? Yeah, well they would be, right? Because a legendary one is gonna its drop rate is gonna be much lower than the drop rate of the other repair packs. So they will not only, they'll be more scarce as well as the fact that they actually do more healing of cards. So yeah, so it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. It's really turning dark outside now. But hey, I'm here. It was part of the delay. My internet went out, but it's good, man. I'm excited for the 6th of April. I know I've played
Yeah.
less the last 2-3 weeks, obviously because we've been too busy. But I'm seeing a lot of the new stuff you're implemented, and I really dig the new background, man.
Yeah.
It's I think the best background we have so far.
Yeah, I think so too. It does seem to keep getting better. I do like the colors and everything in the clothing store too, but for sure this newest one kind of like it has a little bit of everything, right? That's really cool. And it's got like little, little Easter eggs, if you will, too, that are in there. So,
We can't disclose what we're going to have in seasons, Naomi. But it's gonna be a nice one. The next season, I already know the team, and it's one of my favorite things to watch documentaries about. Sarah, seasons are 120 days.
yeah. Since we don't have, and with the idea of this one at least, since we don't have the marketplace on April 6th, we'll probably start it, I would imagine, after marketplace opens that next 120 days, so that you have a full.
Marketplace is still set for early May by the looks of it. Matic implementation might take like a week more, but we're still good on track. Right now, Sam, it's really going to be focused on the Silverdale Mall.
Yeah.
because that's where that's a really thought out story behind it. I Derek still doesn't want to tell me who the bad guy is in the narrative, but he's got it all figured out with a storyline.
Yeah.
Matic
Music.
opens us up to wait. They have like 100 million different users. It's like a way bigger market. It's used in Sandbox, if I'm not mistaken. It's basically a fork of Ethereum, but then with way less cost, and it's a way bigger market. Yes, they don't have smart NFTs, but we figured a way around it. How we're going to use our internal game database and have the NFTs point to that data. That way, we can have condition rating increases and decreases and leveling up as well. And it's just it's opening the game up to a lot of users. I like to use the example of Fortnite, where it's not bound to one system, while we're not bound to one chain. Ideally, in the long run, we want to implement more chains and
Yeah.
be available for everyone that plays, and not just one chain, one side.
Right. Platform agnostic is what they call that, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, in games you want to be platform agnostic, and so it would make sense that in blockchains you also kind of want to you want to serve uh, different platforms as well. So
yeah. And about the ARPs, yes, you can start earning them in game. What we're doing with the ARPs now is obviously the ARP sale right now is for us to fund the liquidity of the payout pool.
yeah,
You can buy them starting the 6th of April, but they're going to be limited. We're going to sell 1,400 ARPs. Rarity is random. Uh, 500 bronze, 400 silver, 300 gold, and 200 platinum. So there's some RNG factor in it, and it gives you like a small head start of getting mods, and it gives uh, how do I say it? I mean, you're still gonna earn ARPs in game, but the rate is low. I think you said to me to get a legendary ARP, the chance is 1 in 100,000.
yeah, yeah. It's very low.
So it's gonna take you a lot of time to get it. I mean, it's still possible if you grind it out. I know probably Frozen Fire will sit well on ARPs after a few weeks by the hours he's putting in.
Yeah,
Uh, it's just going to give you a head start, and it allows us to have a healthy liquidity pool to make sure we get a good start at the video game. Uh, and yeah, that's basically it.
minimum. Yeah. So that's a tough one to answer. I could probably answer that more kind of once we get a little closer to the build. I'm trying to do some stuff right now to kind of bring that requirement down a little bit. Um, there are a few things that we're going to have to do that's going to be after April 6th to try and do that. As we kind of start to push towards mobile, we're gonna move to less strenuous solutions, one might say.
Do you have an ETA for mobile?
Don't really exactly have an ETA for it. Like not like an exact date. My intention is for like the quarter two, near the end of quarter two, to have mobile. That's going to be the big press after this, right? You know, once we get the everything out, we get stuff on. You know, we get the marketplace going. We get people like the full circle of of the game going. Then the next big push is absolutely 100% mobile. You know,
Things are lining up nice, man. We have the marketplace in May, mobile in June, season 2 August. I mean, we got a pretty exciting roadmap.
Yeah, yeah, I
When
think
when
so.
when would you say, like, I know we're pre-alpha now, MVP I'm gonna call alpha. Then you
Hmm.
talked about the minimum awesome product, which is gonna be June.
Yeah,
When can we expect like the beta, and then, well, it's never gonna be a finished product, but
yeah, yeah. Well, and I mean, it depends. So, like, not to get too heavy into it, but a lot of these games don't really come out of they don't do full release. And the reason why they never say full release is uh like I think it's still Fortnite that's in like alpha or something silly like that. And the reason why they do that is there's an incentive uh, uh, to do that because of the platforms that you're putting it on. So like putting it on, you know, certain platforms, you kind of want to make it seem like you want to keep it at that technical technical not technical level, but the name of the level being that, right? And it's just because of like terms and conditions of particular platforms that exist out there. Now, obviously, it's a conversation of if we're, like, because we're probably not going to be on Steam because Steam doesn't do crypto things. So we probably don't have to worry about their terms and conditions. Um, but that's one of the reasons why you see people being hesitant about naming it anything other than a pre-alpha or a beta or something these days.
yeah, no, I understand that, man, and it's consistently going to be developed. We had a
Right.
question by Naomi: what you can do with your duplicate cards? Can you level them up? I know you can break them down for components, but
Yeah. I mean,
you can have duplicate cards, right?
yeah,
I
you can
mean,
have duplicate cards. It's going to treat them each kind of individually. It's not going to, um, you know, it's not. It's going to, even if you have a duplicate, it's still going to be kind of an individual card. So even if they have the same thing on them, the only time I can foresee that happening, I mean, the odds of that really happening is pretty low, other than the cards that are like spell cards that may be included in the starter packs. And in that case, you kind of say, hey, do I want to keep this? Do I want to keep these duplicates? Do I like that card enough? Do I want to like burn it and get the component? What do I kind of want to do with it? Yeah.
you showed me an animation in the start in our lobby. We've got some cat P admirers in there. Do you want to show it again?
Uh, so it's actually, yeah, it's I can do that. Yeah. So let me see if I can do this real quick here. Let me see. I got to go to my history.
I'll answer Matt's question real quick.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, you can. You don't have to use the marketplace. You can just send it through your MetaMask or Trust or wherever you hold the NFTs in. You can send it to your friends. You
Yeah.
don't necessarily have to put it up for market to buy or sell. You can gift it as well
Yeah.
to your kids, to your family, whatever. It's
Yeah.
up to you.
So I suppose. So you know, what was it? Months ago now. Months ago. When there was the first, cat fee kind of like FUD going around, then it became the idea for us to like actually, have cat fee come on the show and speak for cat fee's self, pretty much, and so in order to do so, um, then there was a filter that was made to do so. So this is the filter. Yeah, so it uses my real mouth. Uh, That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but then Catfish lost to Fishlight, so
Yeah. So Yeah. Well. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to give hatred to Catfee now when Catfee's on here. I mean, look at the animation. So when the mouth's open, the ears and stuff goes. Yeah.
dude, you should focus on developing the game and not crazy filters like this.
No, so this was done months ago, and this is I got from Fiverr. But what I can do is I'm sure I can figure out how to share this to anyone who has Snap cameras, so they can, get this. And if anyone does want to do a fishlight one, feel free to reach out to somebody on Fiverr, or figure out how to do it, because I know it's not too difficult to be done. It's just it requires some kind of program. I think I forget what it's called, Lens Studio or something.
All right, man. I think that's it for this dev chat. We've been going 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to see the MVP launch. I'm super excited to do the stress test weekend. Actually, on Sunday, I have a coaching session with Myrtle. She's the big streamer in the Philippines. She's gonna do a live gameplay on her Facebook where she has like 1 million followers or something. Where she's gonna play the pre-alpha. She's gonna give out some starter decks there. So I'm sure we're gonna co-host it on our media. Make sure you follow that if you want to have a chance to get some free starter decks. We have the stress test weekend going on. Make sure you sign up to that. Sarah just dropped the link in the chat. I put up a question by Naomi. So let's. What are resources like elixirs, etc.?
No, so there would be that thing that's going to be to better your chance of a drop, but at least currently that's kind of it. Right? Most of your Wow, that was loud. Most of your resources are kind of those in game, right? So think of, you know, think of pretty much think of everything in the game as a resource, right? Your deck is a resource. Your cards in your hand is a resource, right? Um, your mana is a resource. Your life is a resource. So basically, think of it like that. Yeah, and mana, absolutely, mana is the primary resource.
It's time for me to
go and huddle in a corner.
I have to show this before I go. I'm currently the game night champion.
Wow. Okay. What was it? Was it "Don't Stop Believing" was the name of the song you figured out, or what?
No, we had like 60 songs or something. But if you guys didn't notice, I'm very competitive. I said I wasn't gonna join in, but then my competitiveness got the best of me, and I hopped in. So actually, we have the leaderboard up. I forgot to mention that. We're gonna have it on the side too. So I'll probably be playing a lot of Wildcard the next few days to make sure I'm on that leaderboard too. But thank you guys for hopping in. I think it's time we let Derek go back to turning his lights off and coding. I'll make sure I'm safe and secure from the thunderstorm. I want to.
Just to answer Naomi's last question there, I just saw Naomi had a real quick question there. Yes, so we have an ELO system that's being implemented. So yes. It's probably matchmaking is probably not going to be done by the 6th, but it'll be done pretty soon after that. But like we have the ranking system already, so.
And we have the leaderboard as well now.
Yeah, we got the leaderboard too. Yeah.
So lots of exciting things coming up. I want to thank everyone for listening in or viewing it back. I want to make sure you all like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the little bell if you want to get notifications when we're going to be live. Hop into our Discord. There are events planned too. Usually we're pretty on time with everything. However, I had some internet issues today, and it's quite stormy outside. But that's it. Thank you all for watching, and see you next week.
Yep. Bye, guys.
See ya.